Are you actively trying to, or should I say, are you actively involved right now in like uh, lobbying for change with the criminal system and for more better conditions for people like you that have been through the system, even because you even mentioned about the halfway house. Are you actively right now pushing an agenda to try to get those things changed, in politics, or are you just kind of sharing your story from that point of view to enlighten those regular citizens like myself who haven't been through the situations that you've been through? But are you lobbying right now in government to get some of these things changed?
I'm just sharing my story. My objective is to speak and enlighten teens that are engaging in marijuana, low level drugs that you know you, it will accelerate. You are the person you surround yourself with. So if you surround yourself with people that are engaging in criminal activity, you will do the same thing. If you're at a church and you're engaging with church members, you're probably going to be that. The best analogy I can give you is, if you have one wilted blueberry in a pack, soon all the blueberries will be wilted. So you are who you surround yourself to be around. And so I encourage people to surround themselves with positive people that are making good decisions. Not that I make the best decisions every day, but I surround myself with positive people that I can get advice from. And so that was the big piece. I wasn't really seeking out advice. I was sort of making decisions on my own. And in August of 2015, I had a near-death experience on 495 where I was almost killed. And that really opened my eyes. And that's really where Jesus changed my life. And I started giving up control and allowing God to take the wheel. And I allow him to make my decisions. Because I know when I try to make the decision, it's always wrong. But when I seek his counsel and ask for him to take over and tell me what to do, it's always much better.
Yes, definitely, and I agree with that. And I also want to just touch base on one of the things that you said about, I guess what they say, your birds of a feather flock together. Because of the company that you keep and the people that you are around, you even got to be mindful of your friends, even some of your family members, but your friends definitely, and those who you choose to be around, because you are a combination of those people. And like you mentioned, if those people that you spend the most time with are, getting into drugs or, illegal, any kind of illegal activities, and not even illegal activities per se, because there are some things that's legal that just still might not be good for you. Like alcohol is legal, but then you don't want to be a drunk. You know what I'm saying? So there's even things that's legal that in moderation or out of moderation could definitely be, not good for you as a person. So you definitely have to monitor, the people that you're around. Look for more positive people. Look for people who can guide you so that you're making decisions that's going to lead you in the direction that you want to go. And so I'm glad that you found that, you were able to recognize that even in your own life, because a lot of times you mentioned about, wanting to get your message to teens. A lot of times coming out of our teenage years, we think we have it figured out, and so we're kind of making moves on our own and not looking for that mentorship, not looking for those people to give us the advice that we need to make better decisions. So I'm glad that you were able to find that. You even pointed that out. But before we get out of here, really quickly, I want to go back to the book a little bit more, because you had shared your story, and now that the book is finished, and I know that you were going on different podcasts and things of that nature, what do you wish to accomplish as an overall, by sharing your story and having this book? What is the main goal that you want to accomplish with it?
I want to speak in front of large groups of people and share my story, share my testimony.
Yeah. Okay. And sharing your testimony in order to, just bring light to the criminal system. I just, because I'm just want to overall just understand, like, the mission, like what is Matt's mission with the purpose behind telling your story. Because I definitely, all of us have a story to tell, but I think all of us don't necessarily have a mission. So I just wanted to make sure that I'm being able to convey your mission to our listening audience, so that we're even more able to get behind what it is that you're doing. So that's
My
why
mission
I
is
was
to
asking.
enact change.
Okay, cool. Cool. All right. So we're definitely going to support you, Matt. The book is on Amazon. The links will be in the description for you guys to be able to take advantage of, to watch, to listen, to get the book, to be able to purchase it and learn more, even in detail, of Matt's story, and to be able to connect with him. So, Matt, I want you to have the last word, right? And I want you to leave us with a word of advice, if you want to say that, word of advice, inspiration, however you feel, and also your social media handles and things of that nature, where we can find you and follow you to be able to support you. In the meantime, I'll give you a second to think about that. But in the meantime, for my listeners, thank you guys once again for tuning in to the Deal to Heal with E. James podcast. Make sure that you guys are checking us out on our main website, which is the dealhealfulfill.org. Again, dealhealfulfill.org. And also make sure you guys are checking out my new website, which is ernestjamesspeakslife.com. That website is my speaker's website to have me to come out to be a speaker at your school, church, organization, for us to, lead a workshop or anything like that. So make sure that you guys go to our regular website, which is dealhealfulfill.org, and also check me out at our website of ernestjamesspeakslife.com. Also, ebooks by ejames.com. I've written several ebooks. We talked a little bit about getting direction and mentorship. I have one ebook called From Males to Men, which is a male mentoring ebook for young men. And the one that I'm really proud of that's doing well right now is Forgiving Me, the 4-Step Guide to Self-Forgiveness. Both of those books, as well as some others, ebooks that I've written, can be found at ebooks.by ejames.com. Again, that's ebooks.by ejames.com. Make sure you guys go there and check that out. And also our podcast merch at deal2healtees.com. That's deal, the number 2, healtees.com, which is our inspirational t-shirt line. Put some inspiration in your situation. Wear an inspirational tee and be inspired all day. That is our tagline. So you can go there and find some of our inspirational t-shirts, or including our podcast merch, which is our t-shirts with our podcast logos on it. There's one for the Girl Dad Discussions podcast, as well as one for the Deal to Heal with E. James podcast. Last but not least, over the last couple of years, I've been blessed to be a part of an organization called the Forgiveness Mission. And what we do, we have free virtual workshops bi-monthly, talking about everything surrounding forgiveness of self, forgiveness of others, forgiveness of the world. And we have these conversations because we believe that forgiveness is one of the things that we're missing very badly in our world, that definitely will make a difference in our lives personally and in the lives of those that we come in contact with. So again, you can go to forgivenessmission.com to sign up for our next free virtual workshop, or you can go to Eventbrite to sign up for look up Forgiveness Workshop sponsored by the Forgiveness Mission in order to sign up for our next website, our next workshop. So whenever you're listening to this, either a workshop just ended or there's one that's coming up. So again, you can go to forgivenessmission.com in order to sign up for our next free forgiveness virtual workshop. Matt, again, I want to say thank you so very much for being on, for sharing your story. I want you to have the last word, so the floor is yours.
Yes. So if you have questions, feel free to reach out to me on my website, bullybehindbars.com. You can email me at bullybehindbars@gmail.com. I'm on Instagram, bullybehindbars, X, bars bullied, and Facebook, matthew.melvin.5621. So feel free to reach out to me.
Yes, and do you want to leave us with a word of advice or anything like that? Any parting words?
You can always choose the crime. You can't choose the consequence.
Yeah. All right, all right. That's a word. That's a word. So we can't end it no better than that. To my listeners, thank you guys once again for tuning in to the Deal to Heal with E. James podcast, where our mission is to help people to deal, heal, and fulfill, to deal with the problem, to heal from the pain, and to fulfill your purpose. Until next time, you guys be blessed. Thanks for listening to the Deal to Heal with E. James podcast. Remember to listen, like, subscribe, and share. This episode has been brought to you by Deal to Heal Teas. Put some inspiration in your situation. Wear an inspirational tea and be inspired all day. Let's go to dealtohealteas.myshopify.com. Remember, our mission is to help you to deal, heal, and fulfill. Deal with your problem, heal from the pain, and fulfill your purpose.